Nearly 1 in 3 women worldwide have experienced physical or sexual violence in their lifetime. Violence against women and girls is one of the most systematic and widespread human rights violations. For many years, organizations around the world have worked with women and girls in preventing and responding to violence. However, we have to question societal norms that hold women and girls responsible, but do little to directly address masculinity norms that enable such violence. Masculinity is a male attribute and behavior that refers to the ways of being a man in a society, normalized as gender relations and reflected in the gender norm. Hegemonic masculinity perceives that men are aggressive, control over women and their bodies, heterosexual and sexually dominant. When intersect with race, class, ethnicity, or religion, it can create and perpetuate the gender hierarchy that contribute to violence. Alternative masculinity acknowledge multiple ways of being a man with critical analysis of male privilege. A multi-level approach is needed where gender norms are seen to be part of a more structured and systemic environment, such as culture, nationalism discourse, militarization, and history of colonialism. Thus, many attempts to shape alternative masculinity with the aim to challenge social norms that support hegemonic masculinity should move in the direction to involve men and boys as part of the movement. How can this be done? Plan. First, find inspirations from any relevant feminist struggles. Second, use existing local movies, media, and other socio-political events within the curriculum. Third, reflect from practices on gender inequality that are often reinforced in the family, communities, and the state. Fourth, refer to role models that participants can readily reference. Fifth, redefine and interrogate common notions of masculinity. Sixth, map the impacts of gender inequalities and how alternative masculinity can offer better ways. Impart. First, introduce participants to sex education which interrogate violence in sexual relations appropriate to the participants' age group. Second, create a non-threatening learning space to engage with issues around gender, violence, and personal experiences. Third, investigate the dominant concepts of masculinity linked to participants' daily lives. Fourth, use the learning experience to increase participants' understanding of their location in the social and gender hierarchy. Consolidate. First, instill a commitment, translate knowledge and skill of boys and men aimed at reducing gender-based violence using community outreach, campaign, advocacy, and mobilization. Second, analyze and contextualize existing advocacy alternative masculinity from various initiatives. Third, reaching out to potential alliances and partner with feminist organizations to catalyze change through collective action.